Welcome back, everybody. So we're just doing a quick little trip update tonight. It is, I'm sorry, I always is where I look at my watch. It's Thursday, the 8th of July. And in case you don't know, Port Orleans has reopened in Disney World.
It's not reopened, but they've started reopening bookings. It reopens in October.
Apologies, I just sounded corrected as usual. Yeah, but I know what I mean. It reopens in October this year, and they are now taking bookings. But they're taking bookings for, I don't know what it's up to actually.
Till like winter next year.
Okay, it's taking bookings up to like winter next year, so that is super exciting. And Port Orleans French Quarter is like it felt like our second home for 2 years, and then we kind of wasn't there for 18 months, and now I just feel like I've lost it, and it's sad. And I was so sad when it shut, because like all of our Disney trips with Matilda, that's where we stayed. And I just feel like that's where all of our memories are, like when we first took her, when we went at Christmas, everything was there. So when we went to book for next year, if you've seen our other trip announcements, you'll know that we've already booked for August next year. We're going with my mum, and we'd booked Caribbean Beach because French Quarter wasn't actually open. We have already stayed at Coronado once before, and we didn't feel like that was for us. So we went with Caribbean Beach Resort.
We went with it always knowing that we wouldn't end up staying there, though, I think.
Well, we went with it hoping that we wouldn't stay there and hoping that we'd get to French Quarter. But then it's like, at the same time, I feel like I would have liked to have stayed there just so I could say that I've stayed at another hotel. It's difficult because I was like, I love French Quarter. I absolutely love Port Orleans French Quarter, and I think it is like my favourite Disney hotel. But at the same time, like, I don't know how do you do it? Like, do you just go to like a different hotel every trip, or do you have your favourites? Like, I feel like on my bucket list, I want to stay at every Disney resort.
We've floated the
in my
idea of doing
lifetime.
a night at a deluxe every time we go, haven't we?
Yeah, we've only done that once though.
Yeah,
haven't we?
but I like the idea of it.
So on our second trip, we did one night at the beach club. We didn't over Christmas.
No,
because it was just ridiculously expensive. So we're saying that maybe on this next trip we might do the same again. We might do one night at
Riviera.
You want Riviera? See, I'd go one night back at the beach club again. We've already done that, so I did say maybe
All
like
maybe
the yacht club because it's so close to it. I just love the beach club pool. I absolutely love that pool.
Yeah.
And I like the shop, and I think because it's DVC resort, I always find that I love the DVC resorts because of the shops.
Won't let me join DVC?
No, it's too expensive. But you want Bay Lake Tower, don't you? So I think maybe I might look at that. But in saying that, when we went on the Polynesian last time,
the Poly was gorgeous.
That was amazing. I don't think I'd realised how beautiful that actually was till we actually properly went outside, walked around the beach. So I'd love to do one night at the Poly, because I think it was so close to, I suppose Bay Lake Tower is close to Magic Kingdom as well, isn't it? But anyway, that was slightly off topic. So we have actually changed our reservation from Caribbean Beach to French Quarter. Woo!
We've also changed our Universal reservation. I don't think you've said about that now that your mum's coming.
Yes, sorry. So on our previous trip announcement, we were staying at
Cabana Bay.
We finally settled on Cabana Bay, and now we have changed to Endless Summer. Is it worth saying?
I don't know which one it is. The one that opened first.
It's Surfside, isn't it?
I'll tell you now, I've got the confirmation.
Yeah, but what were you going to say? Is it worth saying?
I'm thinking, is it worth just going through what we've actually got booked?
Okay, so we've got a week at Endless Summer Surfside Resort.
Yep, in this. So we're going on the 1st of August out. We're flying with Virgin direct from Manchester. We've got a week at Endless Summer Surfside with tickets for the 3 parks. We've then got 3 weeks at Port Orleans French Quarter, but we've done it. I've tried to be clever because Disney are really annoyingly not doing 3-week tickets anymore.
So they don't do the 21-day ticket anymore for UK guests,
which is costing us a heck of a lot more money, probably £1,000 more than what it would have done. So what I've done is I've booked it as 2 separate reservations, a 2-week and a 1-week. That way we get these, so for UK guests they're doing a dining credit of so many dollars per night per room. So we're going to get $854 dining credit for the first 2 weeks. and then we'll get 427 for the last week. But if we'd have booked it as a 3-week block, they max out at 2 weeks per reservation. So it made sense to book it as 2 separate trips.
We did that as well, because then we can book a 2-week pass, and we can book
2-week pass because it's the same price for 2 weeks as it is for one.
Oh jeez.
So we've done it with 2 2-week passes.
But either way, we couldn't book the full 3-week pass, so we had to book 2 separate passes.
And we technically could have bought an annual pass if they ever go back on sale, but then we wouldn't have got the dining credit. So
so it's worked out. I mean, but then again, in saying that, to get the dining credit, you have to book a garden view room at French Quarter. At
Or
Caribbean
poolside,
Beach, it was like a 5th sleeper room, wasn't it?
Basically not the standard rooms.
So you can't have a standard room. So already you've kind of added on the price because you've paid extra for your upgraded room, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you've kind of got to work out, really, is the upgrade worth what I'm then going to get back in dining credits?
And the dining, I really don't think the dining credits are that great, if I'm being honest.
No, but it was worth it for us, wasn't it?
It was slightly, yeah. But what's annoying is your mum's coming as well, and she's in her own room, and she gets exactly the same value of dining credits as we do for a room with 3 people.
So it's basically just based on room, not like per person or per night. So obviously my mum will come in her own room, and she will get the dining credit, exactly the same credit as what we've got, but we're splitting that 3 ways. She's just got that all for herself per day.
But they
which
have
is
now
slightly
announced
annoying.
that dining plan is coming back.
Yes.
And we've always said that we'd pay for dining plans. So what I'm hoping is they use a bit of common sense, which Disney don't because they think we're the wallet, but that they use a bit of common sense and they let us use the value of our dining credits towards purchasing the dining plan. Yeah,
because otherwise we're going to get these dining credits. Sorry, Jasper's trying to eat my phone. Jasper, you can't eat my phone. Hopefully we're going to get otherwise we'd end up with the dining credits and the dining plan.
Yeah.
And that just wouldn't work because
the
that would be...
credits you could use for your tips, I think, but you don't do 1,200 quid in tips.
Exactly, and it's just I suppose we could eat at another place then, but it's just kind of it's not worth it. It'd just be ridiculous. So I'm hoping that they will just say we can take the value of, but then again, dining credits don't have a value. So it's really hard.
No, I'm hoping they do. They've got a value of $847.
Oh yeah, I suppose. So hopefully they'll take that off the price of purchasing the dining plan.
Yeah.
I know all the US guys don't get as many deals like that. We've always had free dining when we've been before.
We've always had 21-day passes.
Yeah, because obviously we go for a lot longer. But then I do know that they do a lot of offers, don't they, in America, that we don't get different room rates and...
They do. They have always done free dining. It's just different times of the year.
Oh, do they do that in America as well, free dining? Oh, okay, different times of the year, sorry. When we went at Christmas though, we didn't actually have free dining and we still paid for it, and I'm still glad that we did. I like the dining because I know some people say it's not worth it, and you know what, I don't know, I've never worked it out properly before, but...
I have. We don't quite get our value for money, but it's the fact that we know we've paid for dining.
For us, it's more the fact that I know that's all covered for the whole of the holiday, so I know that I don't have to worry about food because I know that as soon as I tap my magic band, it's fine, my meal's paid for, Matilda can have whatever snacks she wants, we can have whatever drinks we want, and I know that's all covered. I don't have to think, oh right, I'm going to need this many dollars today, and we're going to this restaurant, and what are we going to eat?
We go to restaurants and I see a £50 filet mignon, and I'll do that. If I was paying out of pocket for it.
We wouldn't do that, we'd probably choose the cheaper
we worked
item.
Out, didn't
not
we?
On purpose, but...
When we got this dining credit, we worked out where we could eat, and it was 2 restaurants. So
no, we got it down to about 4 or 5, didn't we? Because
I
suppose I don't think we've ever fully not valued. We've never really taken in how much the restaurants actually cost.
No, you never really look at the price.
We've never really looked at how much Garden Grill is per person, how much Chef Italy buffets. We've never looked at that. We've seen menus before, but we've never properly taken it in, and I think now it's made us actually look and say actually California grill for brunch is a no-go if we only have these free credits, because it would just swallow them up completely.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that we can have the dining plan, because then we can go to California grill for brunch, especially with my mum.
Yeah.
So we can go back at night for the fireworks. It's the fireworks at night that I love.
No, it's not. It's the experience.
I do like the brunch, and it is nice, but I'm not like a massive eater. Like, I can eat a small amount and feel really full really quick. And I feel like it's hard at California because there's so much food that I want to eat. And I try not to overeat, but you always do.
Yeah.
And then I feel horrible. But I love going back up at night for the fireworks. I absolutely love it. And I still think I prefer the brunch over the meal that we had at night time, over the evening meal. I still love the brunch that you can have, and the sushi. Matilda loves the sushi.
Yeah.
I love the sushi and the salads and the muffins and everything. And then the fact you can order the mains and you get your drinks. I do love it. So I'm hoping that we can go and show my mum that. I won't be so sorry.
So your mum's coming for a week at Universal.
My mum's going to do the same week was at Universal in a separate room. Because we did look at doing like a suite at Cabana Bay, and
a suite at Endless Summer.
We looked at a suite at Endless Summer. We looked at Art of Animation to do a suite, but the price difference was like not that much.
And having seen Tim Tracker's vlog at Art of Animation, yeah, we wouldn't have been doing a suite there.
Well, then we said that maybe we'd just do it like at Universal, but not at Disney, because basically my stepdad isn't coming, so my mum's coming by herself. But she has trigeminal neuralgia, is it? I can't think what it is. It's like a thing in her brain, like a vein is thingy, push on her brain, it causes nerve problems in her head. So she forgets a lot of things and stuff like that. So she wasn't confident getting on the plane by herself. So we tried to accommodate it so that she could come on the plane with us. But she only wanted to stay for 2 weeks. So that meant that if she came for the whole week at Universal when we first went, she'd only then have a week at Disney, but she wanted longer at Disney. So now she's going to come with us on the flight, do the first week at Universal, then she is only going to do 10 days at Disney, but we're going to take her to the airport. So I said, look, we'll get in the cab with you, the Uber, we'll take you to the airport, I'll take you to the check-in desk, I'll take you right up to security,
and then we'll wave bye.
And then even then, when she goes through security, once she's through, I can ring her and say to her, make sure you're at this. Make sure you're at this gate, go this way, and hopefully she'll be okay then. But she was more worried about like getting on the plane, wasn't she, and stuff like that. When she's actually on the plane, she'll be fine. But she was more worried about finding the gate and.
And Orlando will be a bit more difficult because of the monorail, won't it?
Yeah.
I think we'll probably try and book her some sort of assistance as well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we could try and get her assistance, and that would help her then, because she's just panicking, and then she was upset, then she didn't want to come, then she did, and then my stepdad felt bad about him not wanting to come. It just all turned into a bit of a nightmare, really, didn't it, in the end? But at least now.
So it'd probably be good to know, has anyone booked assistance at Orlando?
Yeah, if you've booked assistance at Orlando, let us know what it involves and what it's like. That would be really good. Maybe even if they met her at security or something and took her to the gate, that would really help her. So obviously my mum's going to come, so that's big news. Matilda doesn't know yet.
No, so we've got
only
a few
because
reveals for
everything that's been going on with COVID at the minute, we just haven't told her, because it's just too much at the minute to be telling her.
We say she doesn't know, I think she knows.
Oh, she probably knows. We talk about it all the time. I don't know how she can't know, but
we're revealing about the Disney cruise to this time next week, Thursday.
This time next week. The Disney crew will sail out of Liverpool. Liverpool's about 20, no, it's probably longer than that actually. Yeah, about 30-40 minute drive away from here for us. So we've done it in the past. Actually, we've got lots of photos from lots of different years where we've been and watched it. Normally Liverpool have like a big celebration, so that's where we always go and watch, because they have like street performers and people out dancing and characters dressed and different things, and it's really exciting. I don't think they'll do any of that. And we wasn't going to go and see it, but now we've booked ourselves, we've decided that we're going to go next week. We're going to show her, we're going to, you can't not really show her anything, but look at the ship, and sometimes they have characters on the balconies, don't they, that come out and wave.
And I've got a few different plans for the reveal as well, haven't I? So the initial plan was wait till she sails, and as she sails off, I say wave bye, you'll see her in a month.
Yeah.
Since then, I've tried to be a bit clever and I've joined a few of the cruise specific Facebook pages. Joined the one for the cruise on the 15th that we're going to see, and I asked would anybody be willing to make a banner and hold it up saying Matilda coming soon, something like that. So a few people said yes. I'll chase them up next week to check that they're still willing to do it, but I think that'd be really good. And I'm going to try and book one of the character calls for while we're there as well.
Okay,
So you get a phone call off Mickey saying that you can't wait to see you as well. So
I'm surprised she doesn't know about the cruise because we've talked about it constantly. So she'll probably go, I thought you were going to say that.
No, I think that she thinks
like
that we're going and we're going to tell her that she's going on board there and then.
See, that was what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to take her to Liverpool and get on it at Liverpool because it's so close to us. But the times didn't match up with the summer holidays. No. It literally only just cut out. Otherwise, we were planning on just taking her, all the bags packed, straight after school or whenever it was, and just going. And saying, right, come on, we're going to get on today. And I think that would have just been amazing. But unfortunately, it didn't marry up with the school holidays. So we're actually going from Southampton.
But there's a few, I say to her a few times that I can't wait to go and see Mickey. And she's like, Daddy, I just wish I was going on the ship. Why do we have to go and see it? It's so sad. I want to go on
it. So I'm hoping that we can do that. We can go to the ship and reveal it for her. So we're actually going from Southampton.
Yeah.
At the end of August. So we've got to drive down to Southampton, which is about like
3.5 hours with no traffic. So in reality, about 5.5 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's took us 6 hours to get to London before and it's past that. So who knows? We are staying over the night before just to make it easier for ourselves. So hopefully that won't be too bad. And we will be vlogging the whole of our first Disney cruise experience as well.
Yeah.
So watch out for those vlogs coming soon. They'll probably be up in September time.
Yeah, because there's no internet on board.
No internet on board. It's very expensive and we are not paying for Wi-Fi.
I'm using this as the rare opportunity to say I've got no signal, I am not contactable and have a few days away.
And I think that's what we need. I think we just need that like few days of just literally not contacting anybody.
I don't know how you'll get on with your mum.
I know, my mum normally rings. My mum's just rang now I'm doing this video. She rings every single day.
At least twice a day.
Don't know what put on when she's been on cruises before though.
She rings you whenever she gets to port.
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, she rings me at port, but there's no port calls on this one because it's a staycation one. So it's just literally we get on in Southampton. We're on it for 4 nights. We sail around.
It looks like you're basically sailing around Jersey.
Around the UK.
Back. No.
Oh, you don't actually go all the way around the UK? I thought you went like up to Ireland and
I think they're going to follow the weather. And the weather's normally better in Jersey.
Oh, nice, okay.
It's probably better that we're going from Southampton because if you were going from Liverpool, I bet you'd go around the Isle of Man and back.
Yeah, pouring down, freezing all week. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get some good weather on that cruise and it'll be nice and warm for us. So I think
that's where we are at the minute.
That's where we are for now. Yeah.
We've got to try and go Alton Towers this weekend, don't we?
We still do have New York, but for Christmas actually, while we're talking about our trips. We do still have New York, but for Christmas.
Oh, and we've got a staycation at Alton Towers coming up.
Yes, we've got a little Alton Towers staycation coming up. So you've probably seen we've done a lot of Alton Towers videos lately because we have the annual passes. But we've actually booked a stay over at the Splash Landings Hotel. So we're going to do Alton Towers and we're actually going to do the Splash water park they have there as well. I don't think we'll be able to video in the water park because...
No,
judging by the fact you can't film on any of the Alton Towers rides.
No. I saw Jackie from Super Infused went across the water park and filmed it when it was empty, so we'll be able to get some footage
we'll try and do that then, yeah. And we'll obviously let you know what it was like and what we thought of it, and we can get, show you the room, show you around the hotel and everything like that, and how it is getting into the park. So that's in like 3 weeks' time, is it, or something?
Jeez, we've got a lot of trips coming up, haven't we? And Matilda only knows about New York so far.
Yeah, Matilda only knows about so far, so she's got lots of surprises to come.
Also, if you hear of any banks being robbed, it'll be me.
Why?
To pay for all this.
Just say that on the any banks being robbed.
But yeah.
I can't believe you just said that. I've got my French Quarter ears on as well. While we were revealing that we were going to French Quarter, I put my Mardi Gras ears on, which I did actually wear to Alton Towers the other week because it was Mardi Gras at Alton Towers. Got quite a few compliments on them. Looking good. Okay, so I think we'll end the video there. So please like and subscribe. Like I said, we've got lots of new content coming up soon over the next couple of weeks and would love you to follow along with us. Bye for now.